afternoon, good evening, whatever this is. This is Tanks and Tutties, presented by Tubbs and Franke. This week, I'm back from Nashville, and as you can tell, my voice did not get better. It got worse. Apologize for that, but you're going to have to deal with it. We will get into that later. We got Locks and Longshots. I'm bringing the news this week. MLB, we're going to talk about Phil Mickelson. He was in the news. Some of you saw that. We'll get into that. Hard Knocks started last week. We will recap last week's episode. And there is an episode tonight, but we can't recap that. Obviously, it's not out yet. A little bit of NFL news. Then we're going to do Immaculate Grid, roulette. Send you on your way. Frankie, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good, actually. I didn't do a whole lot. Thursday night, I'm actually going to start off with. Thursday night, there is the Peabody Hotel down here. It's famous for having their Peabody ducks, where they have these ducks that live on the roof. They march down every day and then walk them into the pond. It's kind of cool, but they host rooftop parties every Thursday, and it's super dope. Like, see over the city of Memphis and everything. So last Thursday was the last one. Paige and her classmates were going out, so we went out and kind of got to meet some of her classmates, hang out with them. Party was super cool. Had a blast up there. It was live music and a DJ. Just great experience. Friday and Saturday, I did a whole lot of grinding the show because Paige worked. And then Sunday, we went to Tanger Outlets down in Mississippi. First time down in Mississippi. Did some shopping. She had to get some work clothes and some athletic clothes, so I did a little bit of shopping myself. Got myself some new golf outfits, which I probably don't need because I have so many already. But all in all, it was a great weekend. I will say it's been a little chilly lately. It's only 81 degrees today. It's a little chilly here in Memphis, so adjusting to the weather again, you know. But my weekend was great. I'm excited to hear how your weekend was. So,
before I get into my weekend, I just want to say it's getting chilly down there, 81. It's 70 and rainy here in buttfuck Lansing, so
yeah,
go fuck yourself. No, my weekend, man, as you guys can tell from my voice, it was spectacular. Nashville, obviously, I mentioned it last week. I'm going to do a very quick recap because I could sit here and talk the whole episode about it. But we'll just start Thursday. We wake up 4 a.m. Actually, we leave at 4 a.m. Wanted to get down there about noon. I was blessed enough to be allowed to sit in the back, and I slept the whole way there, in and out. Amazing. Only had to wake up to get food or piss. It was great. We got there, grabbed some lunch. We had Hattie B's. You ever heard of it, Frankie?
No.
Best chicken sandwich I've ever had in my life. I wanted to...
Is it like a fast food restaurant?
It is kind of like fast food chicken, but it's so popular that we waited in line for 30 minutes. But it was well worth the wait. So we started that off with a bang. Then we couldn't check into our place till about 3, so we just kind of walked around, did some shopping. What else did we do? We went to... God, it all just kind of blurs together a little bit. But anyways, we went and got some groceries, got some beers. And then Thursday night, we kind of went out. Thursday was the least busy, so we went to some of the bigger bars. We went to Kid Rock's, Luke Bryan's. I want to say we went to... No. Anyways, but there's like 40 bars down there, and I don't know how, but the people I went with, they remembered the names like by heart, and they've only been once. And coming back, trying to tell you about it, I can't remember a single name. So we're going to struggle with that. But then Friday, we wake up. We went and got some food. Where did we go on Friday? Goodness gracious. Where did we eat on Friday? Oh, we didn't. We woke up, we had breakfast, and we went to this barbecue joint, kind of for like a late lunch. Fire barbecue down there. So good. I got the barbecue sandwich and some fries. And then...
Was it wet
Friday
barbecue
night,
or dry barbecue?
Dry, but I made it wet.
Oh. I'm not sure how to take that, but...
Say it. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. I mean, it came out with no sauce or anything, and I put barbecue sauce on it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, Friday night, we went on this tractor that kind of had... so the tractor pulled this I want to call it like a train cart
Trailer.
almost. Yeah, trailer. There you go. It had you stood on the edges, and then the middle was a catwalk, and we had a DJ and a bartender, and it kind of took us around Nashville. But we went so late that Broadway was blocked off because there's so many people, so we couldn't go down Broadway like we were supposed to. But we went around. It was pretty sweet, man. Cool music. They played Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, and I grabbed the horse and rode down the catwalk and back, and Sid didn't even notice me until I stood back up. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. That was supposed to be funny, but whatever. Then Friday night just went out, hit some more bars. They were a little bit more packed Friday night, so we kind of just took it a little bit more easy.
Makes sense.
I think Friday was the earliest we went home. I don't remember. I don't know. Every night I was drunk when I got back, so I mean, there wasn't much to it. Shout out to Sid. Every night when we got back, she made drunk food for us: mac and cheese, pizza rolls. What else did she make? Smiley face fries. And so shout out to Sid. She also made breakfast every day. Appreciate you. This is the only part she listens to of the show, so I just want to throw that out there. Excuse me. Saturday, just another typical day. Walk around, grab some food, do a little shopping. During the day, we kind of went to some of the bars, didn't really drink much, just checked them out during the day. And then Saturday night, though, was my favorite night. We went to Florida Georgia Line, and not the band, their bar. And the basement, so the main floor was a regular dance floor with an artist. The basement was like a nightclub, dude. There was a DJ, I almost had, an aneurysm down there because there's just flashing lights, smoke, and oh my God, it was so much fun to dance. The only problem was I paid $11 for one Busch Light, so that was bullshit. But
For a Busch
last
Light?
night, so we let it go. Yeah, Busch Light draft, $11 down there.
Wow.
So, but then we went to the top floor. That was also a nightclub. Spent some time up there a little bit, and then walked down Broadway, hit some other bars. There's a Taco Bell down there that has food and alcohol, and we never went. I was mad, big man.
Honestly, I've been to a Taco Bell cantina. Yeah, they have one in Madison. They're honestly kind of overrated.
Yeah, but dude, to be able to just get a Baja Blast freeze that they put the alcohol in while I'm shit-faced. Oh, we did do line dancing one night. That was a lot of fun. I forgot to bring that up.
I still want to learn line dancing. I feel like that'd be awesome.
They have a thing where there's like an instructor, and she teaches you. They had specified times, but we went after the last time. But the instructor was still there dancing, so we kind of just watched her, but it wasn't like instructional. So we were gonna go back, we never did. But line dancing is a lot of fun. It'd be cool to actually get to learn it. It was a good time.
I bet.
But I was out of place, man. I have no fucking rhythm. You know how I am. I had no idea what I was doing. But
so I have to bring something up. You had mentioned to me a while ago that you had bought a cowboy hat and some boots and everything, and I saw all of your snaps this weekend, and you weren't wearing a cowboy hat in any of them.
I told you I bought a cowboy hat and boots?
I thought you did.
I don't think so. I think I told you I was thinking about it, and then I realized that I couldn't pull those off.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I was going to say.
Because I wanted to for sure, but I never ended up buying it because I was like, man. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because down there you can tell the people that wear that stuff regularly and then the people that brought it on a trip. So I was glad I didn't. But
okay.
I just thought I'd look like a tool. That's what I ended up coming up with. However, my buddy took his boots, and he looked, oh, fuck you. He took his boots, and he looked good in his boots, but no homo. But it's not a look for me. I think I look good, though. I'll have to show you some videos, Frankie. But, it was good times down there. So, as you can tell with my voice, just the yelling and, not really sleeping. So, we're going to recover, though. Let's swing right into the locks and long shots. I went a little longer than I wanted to right there. So, I'll be quick here. My locks, I'm 36-29, lost last week. Ravens -6. They only won by, 1, Frankie? 20-19?
Yeah, I believe so. I was watching a little bit of the end of the game.
Kept their streak alive of 26 games in a row or whatever, but they didn't cover the spread. I should have known.
24.
This week, we're just going to take the Lions +4 against the Jags. They're underdogs again. I don't really, it's preseason football. I'm kind of just betting with my heart and see what happens. So we're just Lions +4. They looked good last week. We watched a part of it. Well, we had to watch. I couldn't even watch the game down there because we had the local channel down there was playing some dumb opera bullshit. I don't even know what it was. So Long shots. We did hit the long shot. Like I said, the Lions won, so we're 23-39-1. This week, we're taking the Bucs money line at plus 114 just because not a huge fan of Hard Knocks, and they're playing against the Jets. So I'm going to save my rant about Hard Knocks for later, but for now, it's just Bucs money line because of Hard Knocks. Fuck Hard Knocks. Bucs money line.
All right. Locks this week. I am 16-17-1, officially under 500. I also had the Ravens -6 last week. Tough loss there. We still have the Titans over 7.5, which I will talk about some Super Bowl stuff later, but there's a lot of lines that I'm kind of looking at now, and I might have a lot of open long shots here soon.
You might have some soon? You might have some soon.
I might have some more, I should say. Sorry.
How about the 6 I have to copy and paste every week on our document?
Yes.
Right,
might be adding to that. This week, listen, I just need to string together a bunch of wins here. And I've been riding Trey Turner over his 1.5 bases the last couple days because he is starting to heat up. And I actually went and looked. I have an app that tracks all my bets. I went and looked at it yesterday, I believe. And you can look at like how you've bet on certain players and like what your record is on certain sports and certain types of bets and stuff. I'm 7-1 lifetime betting on Trey Turner, no matter what it is. So I'm just going to ride his over 1.5 bases every day until next Tuesday. Every day that they have a game, I should say. Now, most of the time, these are coming in at like -110, -120. Every once in a while, you get a plus odds one. So I like these, especially if he continues his hot streak. I think he's on like a 10 or 11 game hitting streak. So hoping to keep that up. I'm also adding the Phillies money line versus the Nationals on Friday. Last time the Phillies played the Nationals, Michael Lorenzen no-hit them. They won 7-0. Lorenzen's pitching again on Friday after 8 days of rest. They actually gave him 8 days of rest. So back in the Phillies, they just look good right now. Nats don't, and that's as simple as that. Long shots, bad record. We did get a win this week, though. Moneyline parlay. Both teams won. Packers look legit. Jordan Love's legit. Ravens don't lose in preseason. Still have 6 whatever open bets. It's actually 5, like Jake said. This week I'm adding the Rams money line versus the Raiders. I'm a little afraid of Stetson Bennett. I think he might actually continue to do good. And that's the basis of my entire theory of betting on the Rams. So let's see how that goes.
Did Jordan Love actually play?
Yeah, he played really well, actually.
Oh, I didn't even know. Hang on, I'm pulling up the stats right now. I didn't even know he actually played.
He drove, I think.
7 for 10, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. 112 rating, though. Did you see? Well, actually, I'll just save it for NFL. I got a couple things. Let's do the news, y'all. A lot of options last week. I haven't looked at what Franke sent me yet, but off the top of my head, I won't say the one because I think that's what it's going to be, the one that you sent me. But you also had, Phil Mickelson. You had the Wander Franco news. Oh, my God.
I think you should just read it.
All right, we'll get into it now. I was just stalling while I pulled it up. Here we go. Well, I really had my selection of what I wanted to report on today, as there's a lot of news last week. For starters, Jordan Love is the real deal after lighting up the Bengals on Saturday, and I guess we just have to live through another Hall of Fame QB in Green Bay. In other news, son of Steve Kerr, Nicholas Kerr, was hired as the Warriors G League coach. The most surprising part of this story is that Steve Kerr is white enough to name his kid Nick and not think of the consequences when combined with their last name of Kerr. The biggest news of the weekend by far, though, was Wander Franco. For those who don't know, social media posts came out this weekend of the Tampa Bay Rays shortstop that showed him kissing his apparent girlfriend. Great, right? Well, she's 14. This is absolutely disgusting by Wander, and he should have known better. There's a general rule that he didn't even follow. The rule is that sorry, hang on. The rule is that if her age is on the clock, well, you know the rest. Good news for the Rays, though, is that they can't put him in the minors if he's already in them. Ooh, MLB is currently investigating this matter. Wow. First of all, let's start at the top. Nicholas Kerr. I wasn't gonna say it. His name, like all the announcements though, just say Nick, last name Kerr. Put it together, y'all, and you'll understand. Not a good look. And what are you doing naming your son that? Are you kidding me?
Especially for Steve Kerr, who was an NBA player and now NBA coach.
Yeah, that's insane to me. You got to know. That's the one name you couldn't make your son. Anything else?
Yes.
Anything else? And then, Wander. First of all, sorry about my blow up there. Sometimes when I read, I go ahead, and I caught the rest of the joke, and I couldn't hold it in. But
yeah, I mean,
that's a tough look too now because
continue to give me a week and just.
I don't understand why he's with a 14-year-old. First of all, if he's with a 14-year-old, because all I saw was pictures. We don't see an age. However,
so
it's not a good look.
Nothing is confirmed yet, but right now the rumors are that he was dating or is dating a 14-year-old, and being from the Dominican, I guess that is a little more common than we'd like to think it is. And he was paying the family hush money or something like that, and apparently has stopped paying, or they didn't get a payment or something. So then she threatened to ruin his career, and it's a spiraling mess. Honestly, the worst part about it was that the Rays were playing at home on Sunday, and the news came out Sunday morning. And the Rays were running a fan promotion that was a Wander Franco hat. There's like a green and blue hat that they were giving away to all fans 14 years and younger.
Oh, no.
Just absolutely
I thought that was fake.
The worst timing. No, that was 100% real.
Oh, my God.
The worst timing for a promotion.
That's tough.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what kind of happens with it. The MLB is investigating it, and I don't know. He's on restricted list right now, which just basically means that he's not getting paid and he can't play.
I mean, what are the Rays even going to do if he's like, I dated her, like, blah, blah, blah. It was normal there. I think it's the hush money part that makes it worse because you're admitting that there's something wrong with it.
Well, but, I mean, you think about, I think his name was Felipe Vasquez. No, I might be thinking of the wrong guy. But the Pirates pitcher, that kind of had a similar deal. He never played again, and he went to jail. So,
yeah,
Wander's kind of sitting in a similar situation right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because Wander is a lot better than the Pittsburgh guys. So
yeah, like this is an actual superstar
player,
Yeah.
Other MLB news. I don't know if you saw Drake wore Ohtani's jersey. I think he's since been freed of this curse, but following the concert, Ohtani was like 2 for his last 12, I believe. This was I think it was late last week, like Thursday or Friday. So I don't know how he did over the weekend, but the Drake curse is fully back.
Yes.
And
I don't have anything to say on it, so.
Just wanted to throw it out there that Drake curse is back. Just watch out. You don't want your teams on Drake's back.
Especially with college football coming up now, too, and NFL football.
Yeah, don't you dare pick up a Michigan jersey, Drake. I'll kill you. I will have to kill you.
Watch out.
Lorenzen, no-hitter. Crazy no-hitter. 124 pitches. I thought for sure they weren't going to let him go, but then I realized 7-0. It's the Nats. Who cares? He had 4 walks, 5 Ks. Tell me about it.
I mean, it was cool to see another no-hitter, especially being Lorenzen and, former Tiger and everything.
Yep.
But, yeah, for him to be like a minor, I shouldn't say minor trade deadline move, but like it wasn't like a huge splash. And for him to come over, since being traded, he's gone 17 innings, only given up 2 earned runs and struck out 10 guys in 2 games, which is, across 2 games, that's pretty phenomenal. So right now, the Phillies kind of look like the biggest winner of the trade deadline right now with Lorenzen. It wasn't the most spectacular one. Like you said, he did walk 4 guys and only struck out 5. But that is how Lorenzen plays the game. He's not a big strikeout guy. He just kind of pitches to contact. So They, like I said earlier, they did give him 8 days off after the no-hitter. He's not pitching again until Friday. So that's just something different to see. But with the Phillies holding a wild card spot, I don't know. It's kind of dangerous, especially with knowing how the Phillies perform in the postseason. So a little worried there.
It was also cool to see his mom was in attendance, and she was just bawling her eyes out. Pretty cool that she was at that game randomly because, I mean, I don't know. Is he from Philadelphia? I don't really know, but
I have no
cool
idea.
To see. Always cool to see a no-hitter. Like, I thought I was going to be more upset that he threw one, but to be honest, like, the Tigers weren't going to do anything. It's not like he was a long-time name. Like, when JV went and threw one with the Astros, that hurt a lot more, so.
Yeah, like Lorenzen's just kind of always been a middle of the fucking league pitcher, so.
Yep.
Who do you think throws this week's? Who do you think throws this week's no hitter?
Oh, that's right. We've had 2 in a row. I'm gonna throw out. Shohei hasn't thrown one yet, has he?
No, I don't think so.
That's chalk, though. That's chalk. Let's go with. Damn. Trying to think of a name real quick. Oh, let's go with Sandy.
Sandy? I like it. He's been pitching well.
Yep.
I'm going to go with, let's see, they've been happening on like Wednesdays, Thursdays. Ooh, Andrew Abbott against Cleveland. No, I take it back. Justin Verlander tomorrow against the Marlins.
Verlander tomorrow, okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
I feel
that'd be pretty dope if we hit one of those.
Yeah. Who did I even say again? I forgot. Oh, Sandy. Also was thinking, I was leaning Garrett Cole too, so just keep that in the back of your mind. But
okay, so Sandy, Garrett Cole, Andrew Abbott, and JV.
There we go. We'll do 2 picks each. I feel like that's allowed for something like a no-hitter. All right.
Yeah.
And you want to give us a prospect update? What do you got?
Yeah. So basically, prospects are finally getting put into their, I shouldn't say prospects, all the brand new draft picks are finally getting some PT down in the minor leagues. Max Clark has started off hot. He has gone .353 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. He also hit a walk-off home run. Granted, he is playing rookie ball, but for being, 18, 19 years old, pretty impressive. Mike Bovey, Brewers' second-round pick, might be the steal of the draft so far. They moved him up to single-A ball already, and he's hit .447 with 5 home runs and 15 RBIs in just 10 games. He's crushing it. Brock Wilken, the Brewers' first-round pick, hitting .333 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs, and also 13 walks in 13 games. Hopefully he can continue that, stay hot. Wyatt Langford, Tigers passed on Wyatt Langford, and he's hit .395 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. Also has 6 doubles and 2 triples in just 10 games. I think he might be up in the league by the middle of next year, maybe late next year. He looks pretty dope. Dylan Cruz is also lighting the league on fire, .357, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs in 6 games. And then, fun note, Angels have a guy that got moved up to AA already, and he's played less than 20 major league games, or less than 20 professional games, and he's in AA already.
Joe Adell. It's the next Joe Adell.
I don't know. This guy seems pretty
legit.
legit.
So I saw this on Twitter. I don't remember who, so I'm totally stealing somebody's thoughts. But the reason, I might have actually said this too when we talked about the draft. I don't know. I just thought of it again. Wyatt Langford is more of a win-now draft pick. Max Clark is starting a rebuild, and that's exactly what the Tigers are doing. They're rebuilding again for like the 3rd time in 7 years. But Wyatt Langford, by the time we would have got to that point, I mean, he probably could have been 28, 30, but now Max Clark can still be young when we start to make that push. And now you got guys like Riley Green and Torque who will be, steady. But Torque's heating up too. He's hitting bombs. He's just striking out too much. So if he's only in year 2. Like, don't give up on Torque yet now, Austin. Don't give up on my boy Torque.
I will say, I have to brag a little bit. There's been a lot of prospect talk lately just because all these guys are finally starting to get their first action and stuff. Also Paul Skeens pitched 1 inning and got 1 strikeout, and he's dating Livy Clark, so win-win.
Saw that. Good for him.
Anyways, the Brewers have actually been talked about a ton as like possibly having the best draft because of Mike Bovee, and then there was a guy that they got in like the 6th round who's like absolutely crushing it as well. I don't remember who it is off the top of my head. But there was a article written, and they basically ranked all the farm systems now, including all the new draft picks. And this article put the Brewers as the number 2 farm system in the MLB, which is super fucking awesome, especially considering like half these guys are going to be ready to go in like a year or two. And we have like 5 top 100 guys. So really exciting time to be a Brewers fan. Also, we swept the White Sox, and now we play the Dodgers tonight through Wednesday. Or tonight through Thursday. Yeah.
Looks like you can also kind of just keep your cruise control going, and you're going to win the division. The Reds have kind of fallen off, and the Cubbies slowed down just a little bit too. So, good time to be a Brewers fan, man.
I hope.
Cruise control, but also like passing every single car you see on the highway. So like 79, 80 cruise control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean we do have a tough first schedule coming up, but if we can continue to play well, our bats got to get hot.
Yep.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, pull up Jackson Churio. Give him a shot.
I wish, but he's still in Double-A.
That's your baseball talk. That's everything, correct? We're good?
Yep.
I just wanted to talk real quick about Phil Mickelson. I knew he was a gambler, but what was it, $1 billion in 10 years?
Yes.
That's crazy. However, only losing $100K in 10 years of gambling, a total of $1 billion, pretty good.
Well, so I also
was it
don't
100K
know.
or 100 mil, actually? He lost 100 mil.
I'm trying to find it. I would assume it was probably 100 mil if he's bet 1 billion.
Still,
I think it was 100 million.
That 1 billion is total bets, obviously, right? So we don't know, when his biggest profit was, what his biggest loss was. Maybe he lost 100 mil on one thing yesterday when they wrote the report. You know what I mean? We don't really know. But to be able to gamble that long with those high amounts and not lose your ass, pretty impressive.
So I was listening to Pardon My Take, and they were talking about this a little bit. And I guess, so Phil tried to bet on the Ryder Cup, which obviously he was in, he couldn't do that. And they were joking around, they're saying like he 100% got those bets in. He definitely had action on it, even though he was playing in it. Because I guess he had like so many bookies and like just connections that were willing to take his action. But there was one guy, I guess there's a book that this guy wrote, forgot his name, but he would just bet so much, and books would just keep taking his action because he wasn't a good gambler. And eventually they stopped taking his action because they were like, all right, what the fuck's going on? Like, your bets are actually good and like they make sense and stuff. Come to find out, like, he was just placing Phil Mickelson's bets. So like that's kind of embarrassing for that guy that they cut him off after so long just because they finally figured out that like, dude, your bets are actually good now. But they weren't his own bets, they were Phil's bets.
Yep.
I still fucking hate Phil Mickelson.
I'm not a huge fan. I think he's kind of a cocky bitch, but
the gambling
gambler
story
can
is still
appreciate gambling,
legit. Yes.
So that's it on that. Just I don't
Big
want to
names
read that
make big
book,
bets.
man, but we'll see. Hard Knocks. Episode 1 started last week, and I've got a little rant I'm going to get out of the way. It looks like this whole season we're just going to be dick riding Rodgers, which I get it. He's the biggest draw Hard Knocks has had in a minute. But to sit here and show all the players like, oh, my God, it's Aaron Rodgers. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that no-look throw? Oh, my God, Aaron Rodgers did this, and Aaron Rodgers did this, and this and that. It made it not fun for me because I hate Rodgers. I hate him as a person. I hated him on the Packers. I hate him for beating up on my team. But he does look happy. He looks like he's having the most fun he's had in years.
I think I was about 20 seconds into Hard Knock, and I took my first note, because I take notes on all these episodes that I watch just so I have something to read off of when I come into this. My first note said, fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
About 30 seconds in.
Yep. Okay.
I also said, they were like, I think it was like the announcers or something was like, yeah, the Jets have built a juggernaut. Bro, it's half the Packers' old roster. What do you mean?
No, yeah, but I was so I got a point here too. You've got Rodgers, you've got Lazard, and you've got Cobb, but you've got Garrett Wilson. I forgot they got McCole Hardman, and now you got Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Michael Carter.
Yeah, well, Dalvin Cook
That
wasn't
offense is
involved in
actually
this until today.
Yeah. I watched when Dalvin Cook was going there, so I watched last night. But moral of the story, the offense is going to be good. The defense was pretty good last year. You got Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner. Who's their other edge rusher? One more. They just drafted one too. I don't know, but I think they're going to be pretty good. I also said, real quick note, the Let's Go Jets, that Let's Go Jets.
Yes.
Annoying as fuck. Horrible. Change.
You know what else I fucking hate?
What's
Robert
that?
Saleh just walks into New York and steals all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, acted like it's his too.
Yeah, that was
That ain't
100%
yours.
started in Green Bay.
I don't know about that. I've heard it a million places, but
Whatever. I mean, it just, I don't know. It seems like everything that it literally feels like they're just trying to recreate like an old Packers team and like Packers environment, and it's really frustrating. Also, I don't want to say that I actually hate Rodgers because like I respect everything that he did in Green Bay, but for him to like walk into training camp that first day and be like, "You guys have never seen that," implying the Jets have never had like a big crowd at training camp, I was like, dude, fuck off. Like,
yeah. I think he more meant that Hard Knocks has never seen a crowd like that, which is probably true.
well, but he was talking to the players. That's why I was like, fuck you.
Oh, I think he was talking to the camera though. I think you have to rewatch that part.
I'm not going to, but
Anyways,
I also want to point out.
Oh, yep, go ahead.
Oh, Sauce is going down a dark path.
What path is that?
Just if he's going to be side by side with Aaron Rodgers, and you saw that handshake.
Yeah.
They're experimenting drugs already. I don't know.
That handshake was hilarious with the rip. I did like that. And then mash it on somebody. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I could see it. All of a sudden, Sauce Gardner's a druggie.
Question for you. This is going to be a biased answer. I already know it, but there's no way Rodgers' helmet looked that dumb in Green Bay, did it?
I
just thought
so I can't answer.
I thought his
you.
helmet just looked fat on his head. Like
his helmet in Green
dumb.
Bay looked. See, but he switched. So he used to have the solo bar, right, or the small two bar.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's
but
just like the shape of the helmet. It looks like he's like Megamind or something.
I'll have to pay more attention. I didn't write anything down about that. I did write, sticking with the Rodgers thing. He looks so out of place in those team meetings. It looks like when your teacher would like come sit with the class while a video was playing, or the principal comes in to watch the teacher. Like, he just looks out of place. He looks like he's 60, and all these other guys look like they're 25, 26. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you think Zach Wilson's hurt about everyone dick riding Rodgers, saying about, oh, the offense is going to be so good this year. It's going to be so nice to have a quarterback right in front of him? Too.
No, I don't think so. I think that he kind of like, I don't know. I mean, he's got to respect Rodgers just because like he is a Hall of Famer, and like he knows that Rodgers is so much better than him, obviously. I also think he respects that like he can learn from this and potentially be better. I do want to say I seriously think that Zach Wilson might be good once Rodgers is gone.
I had that written down. I didn't say I seriously think, but I said it's going to be nice that Zach Wilson finally gets to learn from somebody rather than just thrown to the wolves.
So
and imagine if he's good when Rodgers
did
is
you happen to see what his stats were in the first game? Well, not against the Browns, against the Panthers this weekend. I'll take that as
no. No.
So they beat the Panthers 27-0. He went 14 for 20 with 123 yards and a touchdown.
Who is this? Who are we talking about?
Zach Wilson.
I didn't realize they played week 1.
Well,
Or
they
again,
played Yeah. I don't know how well he actually, like, what his stats actually were in the
Yep.
other game, but
okay.
But I mean, if it's
Makes
really gonna turn around this quickly, like,
oh my God, if I'm thinking Wilson's
this could be
gonna
one
get
of the
good,
best moves
why
that
do I
the
not think
Jets
that Jordan
have
Love
ever
is gonna
made.
be good?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I'm
dude.
glad I
Makes me
could dog
nervous.
walk you right into that.
Makes me nervous.
What did you think of the Sauce versus Garrett Wilson matchups in training
I
camp?
thought Garrett Wilson beat him more than I saw Sauce getting the stop. However, I do want to say that it's easier to beat a cornerback than to make a stop, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
if
agree
they're-
because it's the corner,
when
like
they were
making
showing
a stop.
You go ahead, Jesus.
Making the stop is like all just on you, whereas like beating a corner doesn't necessarily revolve around the wide receiver only. Like the cornerback can also get burned by the quarterback too.
Right. By just an incredible throw. And also,
Yeah,
the cornerback is at a disadvantage off jump because the wide receiver knows what he's going to do. The cornerback doesn't. So you got to watch
Yep.
that. You got to watch his eyes, watch to make the play. So that the fact that Sauce is able to stop somebody that's really good like Garrett Wilson makes Sauce very good, and I'm sure they're making each other better. But I did see they showed a couple times where Garrett Wilson absolutely torched him on a go route, and he just didn't get the ball. So, but definitely going to help them both improve. I thought it was awesome when they were playing that
that's what I was just gonna bring up.
the passing game. What are those called?
Where they're trying to hit the
The
pylon.
pylons. Yeah, and they always try to mess each other up, and then I think it was Rodgers said Sean Payton.
Sean
And then we got
Payton.
into that whole thing.
Yes. Yeah, I had that.
Nathaniel
written down.
Hackett, dude, I like him. I never even knew he looked like a
He looks-
normal dude. I thought he was like a
He
nerdy
looks
looking
so
guy.
weird with a stash.
Does he?
Because he used to be like just baby faced in Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
and like would never wear sunglasses or anything. He'd always just have like a winter hat on or a ball hat or whatever. And now, like he's got that thick mustache. He looks weird as fuck with that. I think it was also during that they I don't know why I caught this, but they like showed a clip of Sauce clapping. Sauce Gardner cannot clap like a normal human being.
No, I didn't catch that.
No, like I don't want to be rude or anything, but like he kind of claps like that.
Like what?
Like he might have a syndrome.
Oh. Okay. Is it just
It,
I gotta
like-
look up a video of him clapping? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't like it might be only me catching it, but I don't know. It was just weird. Like I saw him clapping and I was like, "What is this?" I don't know why of all things I took a note about that, but that was
I'm
also
gonna
the
rewatch it.
yeah. What? Oh, I put on here. Do you think Zach Wilson can get Rodgers a hot mom?
I said, I bet you Rodgers asked Zach Wilson to get him a hot mom.
And hear me out. Pair Solomon Thomas with Zach Wilson and Rodgers. They can get a hot mom and go to Broadway.
Why Broadway?
You don't remember the clip about that offensive lineman Solomon Thomas talking about Broadway, and everybody's
No, I
like,
don't.
"Dude, Broadway? What?" Yeah,
No,
he was
I
like
don't.
talking about how they can all go to like a play and stuff, and they're all like, "What?" It was very weird.
In Hard Knocks, he was talking about it?
Yes.
Oh. I do remember them all talking. I don't remember it being about play. See, this is why I can't watch it late at night. I need to watch fully awake and alert. I'll catch on more stuff like you did. I did want to say it was cool to see. I don't know if I'm going too far ahead in the episode. I'm going to the game now. But seeing that the starters did care about these guys getting their reps and doing well. Like, I thought the starters just sat around and bullshitted. I don't know if it was an act for the show, but it was cool to see that they care. They did care.
I mean, I feel like they do care, but I feel like since they know this one's on camera a little bit more, that they're probably a little bit more into it.
Right.
So,
But
like,
Rodgers
feel like this is
drawing up that
heightened.
play for Zach Wilson to throw it to him, and he's like, throw it to him. Boom, lofts it up. That was pretty cool.
yeah, no, I think that's real because I do think Rodgers has kind of always been like that, where during preseason, if he's not playing, he'll throw on the mic. I don't know if he's actually like calling plays and stuff in the past, but I do think that he actually has done something like that in the past. So,
I also, my last note, I got two more. I said they should have played with no lights. It would have been electric. And then just had the commentators come down to the field where they could see. Because it looked like there was still enough light to be able to play. And just have the commentators come down. And then we just have to listen to the commentators. I thought that would have been sweet.
What's your last note?
My last note was, I wonder if Aaron Rodgers wished Zach Wilson a happy birthday on August 3rd.
Doubtful. No, probably.
I don't think he did either.
I have one last note.
What's that?
So, first off, I don't remember Sauce going back to graduate. And I was wondering if it was actually legit. Like, did he actually have the grades to pass and everything? I paused to read what his diploma said because I'm that petty. Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies.
That's a thing. I've heard of that.
What is that?
I'm about to look it up. I've heard that, though, because I want to say, hang on, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies. Here you go. Highly motivated students who want to take charge of their lives and careers. Offers two pathways. Oh, my God, this is dumb. This ain't it. Design their own study plan, integrating coursework from multiple Here we go.
Yeah.
What is...
Sorry,
you go ahead and talk. I'm going to find this answer, and I'll get back to you.
It sounds like it's a gen ed college degree. That they're just like, you know what? You went to college. You didn't really do anything specific, so here's a degree. That's literally what it sounds like.
Yep. Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies. Why does that sound so familiar? Combine two or more traditional academic courses of study into a more personalized major. So it's basically like having a major and a minor, but they combine it and make it easier, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Odd.
Was that your last note there?
Yes.
All right. Episode 1 down. Last thing about Hard Knocks. Did you like the Lions better or the Jets? I feel like you're kind of unbiased there.
It's a hard decision. Let me watch another couple episodes and then
I was going to say, I feel like it's hard, too, only seeing one of the Jets in the whole season of the Lions.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe we'll get a recap from it at the end of the season.
Yeah.
We are going to do that every week. We're going to recap Hard Knocks. I don't know if we stopped last year once football actually started, but we're not going to miss one this year. We got it. Other NFL news, I did mention Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets. He's not able to play for another couple weeks, though. He just had that shoulder surgery. The Patriots signed Zeke. Calling it now. Don't draft Ramondre Stevenson because he's going to do all the work, and then Zeke's going to get the 1-yard touchdowns. What do you want to bet, Frankie?
I was kind of thinking that. So I'll get into this later, but I'm in a couple different best ball drafts, and I drafted him in one of mine. Mm-hmm. And I think I drafted Dalvin in another one of mine, just for the fact that I knew that they were going to get signed eventually. But yeah, I mean, you figure that Ramondre is going to be your first and second down back, and Zeke's probably going to be your third down back. It's going to be exactly what Pollard and Zeke were last year.
Yep, and then they're going to realize, we're overpaying this guy. And then Zeke's going to be out of the league next year. Why don't you... Did you already talk about Stetson Bennett, or was that before the show?
I don't think I talked about what he did.
Right, go ahead, and then I'll debunk it. Or just go ahead.
Debunk it, yeah. So I saw some videos of Stetson Bennett, and it was really cool. I shouldn't say cool. It was a cool moment, the fact that he was playing his first NFL game in SoFi Stadium, where he won his last college game, which happened to be a national championship, and he was also playing against the same quarterback that he beat in the national championship. Not sure if you saw that.
I did see that.
But yeah, Stetson Bennett, he went 17 for 29. Not great rating, but he threw for 191 yards and a touchdown. Was sacked 3 times. But I think I am a little worried that Stetson might be good, just because he's coming onto a team that does have decent weapons. and it's a team that
but he's
knows
not
how to
gonna
win.
play.
I'm not saying this year. I'm saying like
I don't even
once
think
Stafford is done,
he's- I
or
think
if he
he's
goes
2
to a new
4 on the
team,
depth
like
chart. No,
I don't
he's
think.
probably 3.
I think he's number 2.
No
Brett
way. They've
Ripon is
got,
the only other one.
No, Walford.
Nope, he's on the Cowboys now, I believe.
Oh, really? I'm pulling up
Yeah.
the depth chart right now.
I know he's not with the Rams anymore.
Brett Ripon is 2. Then it's Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, but Stetson's definitely going to beat out Brett Ripon.
No. Do you know who Brett Ripon's related to?
I've heard it. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Mark Ripon.
Okay.
Stud. You don't remember him? I don't remember
Nope.
him either. This is kind of like, this is kind of funny because I was watching old Barstool videos, and it was the one where Prez goes to the Landry Football League, and they had Mark Ripon's daughter on there. So I don't even know if this guy's actually related to Mark Ripon or if this is a weird coincidence.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, crazy tangent. Back to you. Where were we?
I just think that Stetson might be good when he actually gets his time, especially if he's going to sit behind Stafford for a year, 2 years, whatever, and learn. If, like, the Rams have decent pieces, if they continue to have decent pieces, he might actually be good. And I'm a little worried.
I find it hard to believe that Stetson Bennett was on the same football team as Sony Michel in college, and Sony Michel is now retired. And Stetson Bennett just played his first preseason game. That's ridiculous to me.
It is. But
however, he is only
that,
25, so
I was going to say, everybody thought Stetson would be selling car insurance by this time, and look at where he is.
Playing in a preseason game, putting up average stats. Very good.
Yes.
Hey, backup quarterback's the best job in the world, though. I'll tell you that.
I agree.
Tell you that. Outside of, like, maybe professional gambler. I don't know. That'd be a lot of stress there.
Yeah, it would be. A lot of sweating.
All right. Your thoughts about Super Bowl futures? Where are you leaning?
So it's not that I'm leaning anywhere. I just kind of noticed some things that I'm questioning. Last night I was scrolling through odds because FanDuel is running a thing right now where if you bet $50 on a Super Bowl winner, you get, I think it's $5 for every regular season win they get. So obviously, my first thought is you either take the Chiefs, the Bills, or the Eagles. Bills are plus 1,000 on one of those. I haven't decided yet, but then I was scrolling down the list, and there's teams like the Rams are 7th from the bottom. They're plus 6,500. That doesn't feel right. Like, teams above them, the Patriots, the Panthers, the Bears, and the Falcons are all above them. Doesn't feel right. Are we forgetting Matt Stafford's back? And that's fair. But are we forgetting that Stafford and Kupp and Cam Akers are all healthy and back?
You know where I think your best value is for that with the win thing?
Well, I'm not going to place it on the Rams, but...
No. I know. Your best value, I think, is the Ravens. I like the Ravens.
See, okay, that was the next one I was going to bring up, was I really like the Ravens at plus 1,800.
Yep. I really like the Ravens.
And
or you could
I don't specifically know why.
Or you could take a shot on a team like the Vikings.
Wait, who was it that... No, I'm not... No. Are you fucking kidding me?
The Vikings won 13 games last year.
Oh, I remember. The team I was also looking at. You're going to hate me for this, and you're going to refute this so fast. But the Dolphins. No, hear me out. As long as Tua doesn't end up dead.
Yeah, but their quarterback has brain damage.
Yeah, but look at what he did when he was on the field last year.
When he was healthy.
Pre-CTE.
He was... Yes.
Arguably one of the best teams in the NFL when he was healthy. And now their defense also was very good. And now they added Vic Fangio as their defensive coordinator.
And then he got brain damage, and they sucked so bad.
Yeah, that'll happen. I don't know.
So
if
what do you think? He just got rid of his brain damage in the offseason?
I mean, he had a long time to heal. You never know. I think if I was going to place one for the promo, I'd probably go with, honestly, probably the Bills.
I really like the Ravens for that. I don't hate the Bills.
But if I was going to go for one that I actually wanted to cash, I'd probably go like the Ravens or the Bengals at plus 1,000. I don't hate, but I don't love it.
Packers at the same as the Rams is kind of crazy.
It's not.
It is, because Packers have a brand new quarterback that hasn't started a game, and the Rams have a guy that...
No, I'm saying it's not the same odds. You must be looking... Where are you looking?
I was on DK. Oh, never mind. The Rams are plus 8,000. Packers are plus 6,000.
They're plus 6... Oh, see, on FanDuel, the Packers are plus 4,000, and the Rams are plus 6,500.
Damn. There's got to be value there somewhere. There's got to be some way we can guarantee money there.
I think if you're looking at one to cash out, like, you know how like you did your whole Reds thing?
Yep.
I think that team is probably, honestly, the Packers or the... I could see the Rams maybe gaining enough. I think the Raiders at 7,500 is really slept on too.
Yeah, it's true.
Fifth worst odds with Jimmy G.
Yeah, but they have no offensive... They literally have two things. Well, three. They've got two receivers and a quarterback. That's it. And a running back.
I don't know. I just like Max Crosby.
Max Crosby, too, yeah. Maybe they are a little slept on.
I don't know. Just like I think that'd be a good
AFC West
value.
is tough, though. AFC West is tough. Broncos are going to be decent. You still got the Chargers, the Chiefs. I think the Broncos will be above 500 this year.
Hopefully.
Let's save it. We'll get into our preview and do all this for a whole episode. You want to do best ball draft update real quick?
Yeah, basically, remember that best ball draft that I asked you who I should pick in like round 3 or 4?
Yep.
It's in round 11 right now. I think we're going on 2 weeks of drafting this.
That sucks.
And it's just very frustrating because it's 8 hours a pick. Like, I really do like my team. It's Deshaun Watson, Bijan, Joe Mixon, Garrett Wilson, Jerry Jeudy, Mike Evans, Freiermuth, Aaron Jones, and then on the bench so far I have Rodgers and Dotson. But the fact that we're going on like 2 weeks here of drafting and we're only in round 11 is just like, okay, people need to make picks.
I feel like that could go until the season started. If every single person took 8 hours per pick, well, probably not actually.
There's 240 total picks, and we are at pick 128.
128 minus, or 240.
We're halfway into this.
That's oops. So you got 112 picks left at 8 hours per pick. That's 896 hours divided by 24 hours in a day. That could take 37 days. Yeah, the season would be started if every pick took the full 8 hours, which I'm sure doesn't happen.
Which they don't. But yeah, just an update there.
That is frustrating though.
Hopefully by next week I'm done with this draft, but no guarantees.
All right, Immaculate Grid real quick.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Hopefully real quick, I should say. I got it open right now. There's 3 gimmies on the first one. It just depends on if you want to go for... Oh, sorry. Let me talk about it. Top row, Cleveland Browns, Kansas City Chiefs, 3,000-yard passing season. That's super easy. Going down, Colts, Saints, Bengals. That's kind of tough. I was thinking for...
Yeah, the 3,000 is a gimme.
For rarity, though, did you want to put Carson Wentz? I think he had 3,000 yards. No, everybody's going to say Rivers. Everybody's going to say Peyton Manning.
I was going to go
Luck. I'm going to put Wentz. Obviously, the easy answer is
I'm going to put Andrew Luck.
Manning. Carson Wentz did count.
Fuck. Andrew Luck did count too, but
Carson Wentz
what
was 3%.
The percentage? Damn it, 32 for Luck.
It's 32.
All right, New Orleans Saints. I'm going Jameis.
Jameis did not have 3,000 yards. Don't do it.
You don't think so?
Not with the Saints. Not with the Saints. No way. Nope. Because he was splitting
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was splitting with... What was it? His first year, he was splitting with somebody, or he got hurt. Then it was Taysom Hill for a little bit. And then last year, he like barely played.
So Drew Brees then?
I feel like Drew Brees is the only answer.
75%.
Who was the quarterback before Brees? Can we go real old school?
I was trying to think of that, but I couldn't.
I only know Brees. 75%.
Carson Palmer for the Bengals.
Yeah, yep. I like that because Joe Burrow's gonna have 1 million. Yeah, nice. 26% on Carson.
Wow, they really did Carson Palmer dirty with
That's
that picture.
a nasty picture.
That looks like a mugshot.
All right. Now we got all the players. The hardest part. I don't like these teams, man. I'm looking like Colts and Browns. It's not a quarterback. It's not a running back. Oh, it is a running back. It's Trent Richardson. Remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Alabama. It's easy money. Oh shit. There's a lot of Richardsons. Trent.
Wow, another
Richardson.
bad picture.
Yeah. Chiefs and
What
Colts.
a forehead.
Did
I feel like Saints Chiefs is a running back.
No, I think it's a safety. Do you know who I'm thinking?
Tyrann Mathieu.
I think he played for the Saints, right?
Yeah, he did.
Easy. Money. Ooh, 67%. So I'm hitting the easy ones. Now we gotta dig. We gotta put our claws in the mud and our feet in our jaws and just dig down and bury deep and pull out the dub. That wasn't good for my throat. Bengals Browns. You're probably talking a quarterback. Or I'm telling you, dude, if I just studied offensive linemen, we'd be all over it.
I'm trying to think of the jersey for the Browns with all their quarterbacks. Because I watched the Johnny Manziel documentary yesterday.
I still gotta watch that.
And it was pretty good. I don't know. It was worse than I thought it was going to be, but it was still good.
Have you watched the show Quarterback?
Not yet. I've heard it's bad, and I don't really want to watch it.
Yeah, I started watching it, and I fell asleep, and I was like, this ain't it. And then I listened on PMT. They said, they're like, yeah, Quarterback sucks because they're too nice. And I think that's it. There's no villain or anything interesting. It's really just two family guys that do their job. And I'm like, I can't watch this.
Chiefs Bengals. I want to go with a backup quarterback, but I don't remember which one.
Fitzpatrick is not the one. Josh McCown. Colt McCoy. No.
No, McCoy would have been no.
I don't see a backup quarterback there. I don't see anything actually with what we have left here. Chiefs and Colts, though. Could be. Did Dwayne Bowe play for the Colts at the end of his career?
I don't know.
That's an old school one there. Manziel never played for another team, right?
Nope.
Tim Couch. Nope. Tim Couch is the answer for one of these. I just don't know. No. Trent Dilfer? Did he go to the Saints? I feel like he played for the Browns, won the big Super Bowl with the Ravens, and then he went to the Saints.
Wait, who did what is the fucking Lions head coach's name?
Dan Campbell?
Yeah. He was on the Saints. Did he ever play for anybody else?
Detroit and the Dolphins.
Did Jimmy Graham ever play for the Browns?
No. Jarvis Landry.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. We're overthinking it. Nice.
64%.
God, all the most popular ones. All right, hey, that's 6 out of 9. I like that number. Bengals, Browns. It's got to be a cornerback, right? Or Vontaze Burfict? No, he played for the Raiders.
Bengals is tough because they haven't really been good outside of the last couple of years with Burrow.
I feel like these last
and
ones
same with the Browns.
All defense.
I feel like
Browns
Chiefs
and
Colts
Bengals.
might be offensive.
Browns and Bengals is same division.
No. Wait. Yeah.
They're both in the AFC North.
Yep.
Should we take a break and do our spin and try to revisit?
Sure.
All right, so we're pausing Immaculate Grid. We're at 6 out of 9. We're gonna hit roulette here. Do you want to? Those are the numbers from last week. Did you want to change them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 13 hit. Yeah,
12
I forgot about
needs
that.
to be 13 because I was going to do 13.
Yep.
And then I picked 12.
I don't know why, but DraftKings changed up a bunch of shit. Now, Lightning Roulette looks different, but it's all the same. All right. I'm going to miss this one because there's only 5 seconds. 25 just hit, so we didn't miss anything there. 23 hit the spin before, though. That would have been 2 dubs for Franke. They're
That's
spinning
tough.
right now. 4 lightning numbers. Bad one to miss. Well, only 22. 22 got 100x. Please don't hit 22. All right,
I was going to
you.
say I
It was
have
10.
22.
Good one to miss. Good one to miss.
Good.
22 is my number, actually. All right, 0, 2, 3, 9, 13, 22, 23, 24, 30, and 36. All right, all of our numbers are in. 4 seconds until our spin. I get so excited every time, even though it's $20. But I just get that rush, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
but a win is a win, you know?
Yep. I just wish I could figure out a way to show you. 11 and 31 on the lightning numbers. Not
Neither
ours,
of our numbers.
but we can still hit. And the ball is landing. 3! All right!
Hey!
That's a hit for Jake. Are we running it back, right? Always?
Yeah.
All right, we'll run it back. Nice. All right, so that's a W for Jake. So let me write that. You going to write it in there for me?
Oh.
Yep, and then add that it's a 3. There you go. Add a boy. All right, we are
Good
spinning.
work.
Spinning for the back.
We're back in.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. No lightning number here. 31 and 17. Wow, 31 got a 500x. Damn.
That's twice in a row 31 got lightning, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Hmm.
And we are landing. 23! Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go! One more time, right? We got to go for it.
Boom! Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Times 2.
Yep. That's your, put a 2 there. Yep. Yeah. We got the hot numbers today.
Good work.
Let's go.
Keep
So
her going.
So that's up 60. So we're only down 30 now. If we hit right here, we are
Ooh.
more than up for the year and made up for the down 50. Come on. 8, 11, and 15 on the lightning numbers. Not ours.
Dude, we never go with 8.
No, I don't like 8. It's a weird looking one. 5. The run is over. That was good, though. All right,
We've never
so that
gone more
was-
than back-to-back
I put in
twice.
20. We got 80, so we profited 60. So that means we're down 30 for the show. And yep. So Frankie, you've hit 23 twice now. I've hit 0 and 3, and we just went back-to-back hits for the second time now. We never did that before, and now we just did it again. Let's go. All right, back to the grid. Excuse me.
I didn't think of anything.
I didn't either, but I got some juices going. So let me think. I like throwing out the backup quarterback idea like you had. I mean, if we're gonna I'm not gonna hit give up. So I'm throwing out Josh McCown for Chiefs and Bengals.
Okay.
Didn't work. What about?
I'll throw it in for Chiefs. Wait,
What
who did
about
you throw it
somebody
in for?
like that Brian guy, Brian Hoyer? He's been around the map. Chiefs.
Brian
and Colts,
Hoyer
Brian
played for the Browns, right?
He did play for the Browns. Yep. I'm gonna do it for Browns and Bengals.
That's where I'm
Brian
putting it.
Hoyer.
Nope.
All right, I'm giving up. 6 out of 9, not bad. Let's see our most popular answers here. Justin Houston for Chiefs and Colts, defensive guy. Yep, look at these names. Andrew Hawkins, Carlos Dunlap, all defensive guys.
Yeah,
I don't hate
wasn't
our score
really
there.
on any of them.
Don't hate our score.
No, and if you look at the average scores today, it's like between 3 and 6. So
So we're
Pretty
at the top
good.
of the average. We'll take that.
yeah, we're up there.
Yep.
Average
All right.
score was 5.2. So
That is everything. Anything else you want to throw out there real quick?
I don't think so. Maybe I'll get out and golf this weekend. I don't really know. I don't have any plans. So
I am golfing this weekend as well. I'm golfing with Sid, so that'll be fun. Can't wait to report.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going to drink either. I'm going to sober golf and see if I'm better.
wow.
Yep. I'm going to see what happens. The boys are back on roulette, folks. Can't wait till next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Let's hit some takes. Door some tutties. See you next week.
Peace.